Hi, this is Amy K. Watson. I am CEO and head coach at Career Leadership Alignment. And I wanted to do a special video for you today, even while I'm on the road, and talk to you about what do you do when everything feels like it could be the wrong thing to do. A few years back, I was in a relatively new job. It was a time of real flux and change. We were switching systems. Suddenly, I really didn't know where things were. I didn't know how to even get a sense for what was I supposed to do, even to check in to find out how we were doing. All of the things that I used to do as a manager to make sure that we were on top of things were kind of out the window. And I remember telling one of my colleagues that I felt like I was sliding backwards downhill in the dark. It happened that very same month, I was given the opportunity to go to a retreat where I could step back from all of the chaos happening in my office. And I unloaded all of my anxiety, my terror, my rage that I was feeling. Like, I didn't tear people up, but I let everybody know this is how I'm feeling. And it was during that same retreat that I heard a story that it gave me a kernel. It wasn't like it resolved everything, but it gave me a kernel of an idea that I was able to go back and start to implement right away. That kernel of an idea was just do what you know to do. And experts actually have a name for this. They call it stay in your zone of competence. Now, that can be hard to do when everything you know how to do feels like you can't do it. But if you get down to principles, think about what is it that you do know to do. So in my case, that meant stop bugging people, stop trying to do their job for them just because you have anxiety that they're not doing their job. Go back to trusting that the people who work for you know how to work. Trust that even though things are in flux, even though it's an emerging situation, you will figure it out together. We are all in this together. And trust that it's going to be okay and act accordingly. And that doesn't mean sit back and sip a margarita and say, I don't care. It just means trust, be available, be a resource, contribute, because as a group, we're going to have to figure this out, but it doesn't mean freaking out. It doesn't mean trying to control everything. It might mean asking for help. It might mean sharing, this is how I feel, this is what I see, this is what I don't see. But relax, stay calm, and know we're going to get through this one way or another. We're going to figure it out. It's going to be okay. So that's what I wanted to leave you with today. And if you find yourself in a situation where, suddenly I'm having to manage a remote team, or suddenly I'm having to work from home and I don't know how to do that, or I'm a trainer and my job is to teach people, and I usually do that in a classroom, and now we suddenly can't be in a classroom, or I'm a pastor and people gather together at church and now we can't do that. So what do? If you find yourself in those kinds of situations where you have a concrete question about how do I do all of this when we can't get together in person, that's okay. Shoot me an email. I'm more than happy to share with you what I have come to know over the last several years. As you can see, I'm pretty comfortable on video. I'm used to working remotely. I've done a lot of traveling, and I can help you out. So send me an email, amy@careerleadershipalignment.com. All one, there's no like spaces or dots or dashes or anything, just careerleadershipalignment.com. My name is Amy, A-M-Y, at careerleadershipalignment.com. All right, you got it. Shoot me an email if you want some help. I'll be happy to help you. All right, take care. We're going to be okay.